Hello, everyone. Welcome to Starlit Tarot. And this is going to be a reading for the fire signs Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So let us begin. Spirit, could you please tell us what are your messages for the fire signs of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius? Spirit, could you please tell us what are your messages for the fire signs? Remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. If it does, please like the video, please subscribe, and please share the same. Spirit, please tell us what are your messages for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Okay, we have the Page of Pentacles. We're starting with the Page of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have 2 and 3 in succession. We have the King of Swords, the Tower in reverse, and we have the Chariot in reverse. All right. I'm seeing new ideas, opportunities coming in for you. You've been quite focused on your goals. However, there is a need for you to start balancing your priorities in decisions that you make. You could be wanting to spend more time with groups or communities. Communication is a key factor here. So I think communication is going well. If you're working in a, if this is a work situation, then I think communication is flowing pretty well. Um, there's never a dull moment at work. You've been quite clever with a few of your ideas. You've been quite courageous with your ideas. I think it seems like you're the go-getter in the team. Um, Quite ambitious as well. I think you look pretty focused. You're very focused. Looking at the Page of Pentacles and Knight of Pentacles, holding up that one pentacle, you seem very focused. Um, Probably this is a situation or where you've been with this organization for a number of years, and you're looking towards um, more responsibility, a promotion. With the King of Swords here, you'll have to be a little cautious though, because get the sense of overconfidence. You do have your plans in place, but please ensure that when it comes to work, you have your receipts, you have um, everything documented. And I'm also getting this message that you need to have a backup for whatever project that you're working on or information that you have been collating. I think you need to get a backup, as in save it to a pen drive or a hard disk. You seem quite determined. You also could be dealing with somebody who's quite articulate. I think for you currently, all you want is it just looks like you're plowing ahead in terms of your work. Could be obsession with work. Are you a workaholic? Could be dealing with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. The Tower is in the reverse position. In the upright position, it talks about a change, it talks about ambition, but in the reverse position, it talks about, feeling trapped, locked in old ways, maybe a weak foundation. With the Chariot in reverse, talks about negativity and confusion. Be a little wary in case, your ambition does not meander into being over ambitious or overly confident, um, to the point where and then you become so obsessed with work to the point that you start cutting people out of your life, um, because at the end of the day you work for a family, you work for yourself, you work for being able to enjoy things in life, and if you aren't able to do that, then it's pointless. Let's see what else Spirit has for you. Spirit, could you please give us a few more messages for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius? Thank you, Spirit. We have the Seven of Cups in the upright position, the Six of Wands in the reverse, and the Lovers in the reverse. All right. Okay. Are you using your work to escape from something? Are you using it as a form of escape? Do you seem quite disillusioned by what you assume is to be? Okay. All right. I get this feeling you could be dealing with a Scorpio, you could be dealing with a Gemini or a Leo. Um, like I was saying earlier, your work should not define you. Work is just, a part of your life. It's not your entire life. You can't ignore people, especially the people you love or your family, and be 100% focused on your work. No one's saying not to do that. It's a good thing to be focused at your work and on your work, but it's another thing altogether to be completely obsessed by it, to be a workaholic such that you start ignoring the people around you, the things around you, and life around you in general. um, from a love perspective or a relationship perspective, I feel that there is a sense of frustration. You could be in separation right now. um, are you avoiding getting into a commitment? Maybe you your partner wants to get into a commitment, and currently you're working on a project for which the commitment has been moved to a later date. And I think could be somebody's walked out because of that. It's not going to resonate with everybody, but this is the message that I'm getting. um, your partner felt ignored or feels ignored. There was a sense of fear in the relationship, and for those of you who are in separation right now, um, I think you're just sinking yourself in work. Somewhere you had built these castles in the air where you thought you'd be able to balance work and your love life or your life in general, but that hasn't happened. um, and you've just been charging along towards your work, and you've lost the things that are actually important to you. Let's just clarify a little more. Spirit, could you please help us clarify the messages for the collective? Okay, you have the Seven of Pentacles. You're looking at this from a long term perspective. I think you invested a lot in this relationship as well. Could be dealing with a Taurus. Spirit does say that you feel that you've lost control, but you're taking responsibility of everything that's transpired so far. You have the High Priestess in the reverse. Your partner feels that you were very selfish, you were very shallow, you were disconnected from them. I think towards the later part of your relationship, there was this withdrawal that you guys went through. Maybe you guys weren't talking, and whenever you spoke, there were misunderstandings. Oh, you have the Four of Wands in the reverse position. Okay. Yeah. I think the Four of Wands echoes the same energy that I've been getting. While you've been celebrating your success at work, at the same time, you haven't had that kind of support from your family or the people around you. You feel there's a breakdown in communication with your partner. There is a conflict in your personal life. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse position, you feel it's a lost opportunity. You feel that you put in so much towards this connection with the Seven of Pentacles, but because of you having had to stall that commitment or move it to a later date, and your partner having walked out or called it quits, you feel that it's your fault. I think somewhere whatever you invested in the relationship, especially, you feel it's been a you wasted your time. Wow, we have the Moon card here. I think somewhere you've always had this premonition, of it's just like this feeling of you expecting something negative to have happened, and that's exactly what happened. There's I see fear and anxiety, but you're trying to put that all past you. You're just trying to cloak that with your work. I do see the King of Pentacles in the reverse position. Why the word greed has come out for the second time. Obsessed with wealth and status. For those whom this reading resonates with, I think you'd know what I'm talking about. Five of Swords in the reverse position. I think somewhere you want to reconcile with your person. You want to make amends. You would like your person to forgive you, but I don't think. Now we have the Three of Wands in the upright position. Um, you want your partner to forgive you, but you're hesitant. You're not sure whether to approach this your partner or not, or your ex rather. With the Three of Wands in the upright position, I think you're waiting. You're waiting for your person to say something. You're waiting for your person to probably return, or give you a second chance, but you're not very sure if that's going to happen. The King of Swords in the upright position. I think this time you've decided that you're going to be very truthful, honest with your partner. You have the King of Swords in the upright position twice. Could be dealing with somebody born on the 5th of the month, or could be dealing with somebody born in the month of May. Wow, we have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse position. You feel that there's no passion left. Um, Currently at work, you do not feel that motivation that you felt earlier. The perfectionism that you sought, you feel that it all has been futile. You have the Queen of Swords in the reverse position. Um, you feel cold. You feel that you've been cruel and towards your the people who've been around you. Now you feel a little overly emotional, maybe. Let's pull one last card. Oh wow. Okay, you've got the Four of Pentacles in the upright position. Okay, okay. You've been holding very closely, very tightly to that coin. You've been trying your best in terms of work, in terms of your finances. This is all that you've been focused on, like I said earlier. And but to what at what cost? Rather, at what cost? Okay, let's see what are your partner's current thoughts and feelings. If this is a no contact situation, what are your partner's current thoughts and feelings? Spirit, please guide us. Reflecting, but in the reverse position. I think this reflecting is rather for you to sit and reflect, gather your thoughts, center yourself. I don't think this is much for your person. In the reverse position, fake flexing, acts rich, flosses money, acts fancy, shows off, etc. But it's in the reverse position. And considering whatever we discussed in the first half of the reading, I think you're in a position where you're starting to center yourself, you're starting to ground yourself, and I think you're being a little more real. Cloud hungry. Says anything, does anything, makes shiz up, dramatic, but this is in the reverse position. Because, like I said, now you're coming to terms with the damage that has been done, and you're trying to undo the same, dust it off. But it's in the reverse position because obviously it takes you time, especially if you've invested in a relationship, crying over you, sad, hurt, upset. I feel this is your energy rather than your person's energy. Okay. Spirit, could you please tell us what is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius' person thinking and feeling about them? Could you please tell us what Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius' person is thinking and feeling about them? Thank you, Spirit. It is dark without you. Okay. Why is it that you love me? I wish I could be a different person, but in the reverse position. I think somewhere your person is trying to move on, but it has been difficult for the both of you. I'm afraid to lose you in the reverse position. I think you feel that you've lost your person. I can't make a decision. Reverse position. Like I said, you want your person to come back to you. You're ready to give it another try. You're ready to redo rewrite the wrongs that have happened, childhood trauma. The heat between us is intense, but this in the reverse position. I still feel it's giving me the Five of Pentacles, um, you know, that energy of the Five of Pentacles. Spirit, could you please tell us what messages you have for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius? Thank you, Spirit. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. The addiction to work. Getting to know each other in the reverse position. Let's pull a few more cards. Spirit, can you please tell us what are your messages for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius? Thank you. Wedding rings, union and marriage, soul connection, everlasting love, devotion. It's in the upright position. I'm not going to predict and say that you have a commitment coming up, because obviously I can't do that. I don't know. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But I think this, like as Per said earlier, this is something that you had planned, but it was probably moved to a later date. Karmic relationship, resentments and triggers, perception, intensity, and letting go, turmoil and fleeting, and the runner, fear of intimacy, running away, letting go. Letting go is in both the cards. I think this is something that you've been trying, maybe your person also has been trying, but you know the intensity of the relationship, you know what you've invested in it, and it's obviously not easy. Spirit, could you please tell us your messages for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius? For those for whom the reading resonates, please give it a like. It would really help the channel grow. All right, give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. So I think this is a lesson that you're learning from everything that has transpired. And Spirit just wants you to know that keep being grateful for the things in your life, no matter how bleak it may seem. Keep being grateful, keep exuding gratitude. I know it's easier said than done, but anyway, wish you the best. And that is all I have for you for now, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Thank you so much for being here.